UFC 256 took place Saturday night at the UFC APEX in Las Vegas, and MMA on the Go have the results. Starting with the prelims, Chase Hooper defeated Peter Barrett via submission heel hook 3 minutes and 2 seconds into round number 3. Enduring 2 rounds that saw him take damage from striking, Chase Hooper caught Peter Barrett with a heel hook in the 3rd round to pick up a win. Hooper took the fight to the ground with an Imanari roll, a move he was able to secure in the round before. Hooper battled with Barrett on the ground for a minute or so before locking in the submission. The finish came after Hooper frequently found himself in trouble on the feet.
Declaring the winner by submission due to a heel hook, Chase the Dream Hooper!
You know, being the young guy, I get, all these guys that are physically in their prime, I'm not even near that. I got another 8 to 10 years before my body is at its peak.
Tecia Torres defeated Sam Hughes via TKO Dr. Stoppage in round number 1. After a dominating 1-round performance from Tecia Torres, damage to the left eye of Sam Hughes took her out of the fight due to a Dr. Stoppage. Hughes claimed in between rounds that she couldn't see out of her left eye, causing the fight to end. Torres put together a strong 5-minute performance in the first round, landing fast combinations. Gavin Tucker picked up a big win on the prelims, defeating Billy Quarantillo with a clean sweep on scorecards. The fight saw Tucker showcase many aspects of his game through 15 minutes of action. Tucker took over the fight after a couple minutes of Quarantillo showing his skills on the feet. Showcasing his striking and takedowns, Tucker was able to steal the first round and take the following rounds on all scorecards. Tucker scored numerous takedowns in the final round. Takedowns often weren't resisted from Quarantillo, who was quite exhausted by the 3rd round. Rafael Fiziev had an explosive win on the prelims, dropping Renato Moicano in the first round with a 3-punch combination. After landing a shot to the body, Fiziev dropped Moicano with 2 hooks to the head, causing the referee to stop the fight.
Rafael Fiziev knocks out Renato Moicano.
The win is Fiziev's first via stoppage in the UFC. His 2 previous wins in the promotion came against Alex White and Mark Diakis.
I want to say to everyone in my division, just guys, train more hard.
Cub Swanson defeated Daniel Pineda via TKO, strikes 1 minute and 52 seconds on round number 2. Cub Swanson picked up a stoppage win to close the prelims, putting together punches that hurt Daniel Pineda and eventually took him out of the fight in the 2nd round. Swanson scored with an uppercut then a right cross in the 2nd round that floored Pineda, causing the fight to conclude. The fight was Swanson's first after tearing his ACL at a quintet grappling event.
Really, I just kept thinking about my kids and said, I'm their superhero,
Before we finish the video, if you enjoyed this content, like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell to get the latest videos from MMA on the Go. Gavin defeated Junior Dos Santos via TKO at 2 minutes and 34 seconds of round number 2. Gavin continued his undefeated run in the UFC, stopping Junior Dos Santos in the 2nd round with strikes. Gavin dropped Dos Santos with an elbow in a clinch in the 2nd round moments after wobbling him with a jab. The fight was Gavin's first of the year after 4 previous bookings falling through from April to October. Gavin's 2019 run saw him win 3 UFC fights, defeating Rafael Pessoa, Dante Almeida and Tanner Boser.
Declaring the winner by TKO, Cyril the Gavin Gunn.
Kevin Holland got a quick finish on Saturday, stopping Jacare Souza with strikes on the ground in the 2nd minute. Holland made history with the fight, becoming the only UFC fighter to earn 5 wins in 2020. The rare finish saw Holland hurt Souza while on his back, stunning him with hammer fist strikes from the position. Getting up to his feet, Holland continued with punches that knocked Souza out and eventually stopped the fight. Despite being on his back for a large portion of the fight, Holland was active, with elbows to the head and submission attempts.
I know my son doesn't want me to say this right now, but I know Jemiah was supposed to fight December 19th. He fights at 85 and 70.
Mackenzie Dern continued her 2020 run on the main card, taking a decision victory over Verna Jandiroba. The fight saw both strawweights slugging on the feet, sometimes going back and forth with shots. Despite both mostly being known for their grappling skills, a large portion of the fight saw the fighters exchange blows on the feet. The win was Dern's 3rd in the year. Her 2 previous wins, Both stoppages came against Hannah Siffers and Rhonda Marcos. Charles Oliveira used his grappling to control Tony Ferguson for 3 rounds and defeat him in the co-main event of Saturday's card. Oliveira's strong performance saw him win all rounds, also scoring a 10-8 round on every judge's scorecards. Oliveira put Ferguson in trouble late in the first round, putting in an armbar that was fully extended before the round ran out of time. He went on to navigate around Ferguson on the ground for the 2 following rounds. Oliveira is now on an 8-fight win streak. His previous win was in March, where he defeated Kevin Lee with a guillotine choke. Deiveson Figueiredo was given his toughest test yet as a champion on Saturday, fighting to a majority draw against Brandon Moreno after 5 rounds of action. The fight was the 4th championship draw in the history of the UFC. One of the 3 scorecards scored Figueiredo as the winner, although the other 2 scored it as a draw. Figueiredo retained his flyweight belt due to the decision. The fast-paced fight saw both flyweights connect with high levels of strikes as well as land numerous takedowns. The toughness of both fighters as well as the cardio of them was on display.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is a majority draw and still